Understanding the concept of the subconscious mind properly really helped me to get rid of my doubts and understand that my desire was inevitable once my subconscious mind was impressed. Once you have impressed your subconscious mind, your desire has no choice but to manifest. Basically, the thoughts, words, and mental images that you keep consciously repeating or thinking about sink down into the subconscious mind. Imagine your subconscious mind to be fertile soil, and your thoughts are the seeds that get planted. Your subconscious mind is not selective. It will not argue with you, nor will it question your thoughts and decisions. It will just accept whatever thoughts you are planting in it and work diligently to make these thoughts a reality in your life. Thoughts that are repeated day after day gain momentum and become powerful, and thereby program the subconscious mind. The mental images that you keep replaying in your mind will impress the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind uses this as content to manifest your experiences or objective reality. However, this works both ways. Your subconscious mind is a silent listener at your side at all times. It records both repeated good thoughts as well as bad thoughts, and it works to make them a reality. This does not mean that every word that you utter or every thought that you think will get manifested. Only those thoughts which are repeated on a loop continuously, or dominant thoughts, whether good or bad, will shape your reality. Therefore, if you keep replaying or remembering your old story constantly, then that is what your subconscious mind will accept and project into your reality. However, if you constantly think about what you actually want in your reality and focus on it, then that's what the subconscious mind will record and project into your reality. Neville referred to the subconscious as the female part of the mind and the conscious as the male. He said that the two lovers met at night, and that the subconscious mind, being a faithful woman to the conscious mind or man, would work diligently to reproduce the children. The children stand for the experiences in our objective reality, our desires coming to life in the 3D. In simple words, it only means that the conscious mind will take your repeated thoughts to the subconscious mind and sleep, and the subconscious mind will convert them day by day into your reality. Therefore, Neville stressed the fact to dwell in the state of the wish fulfilled as if you already have your desire, before falling off into sleep. The subconscious mind will work on this state day after day to make it a reality. This is why make sure that the last thing you think of or visualize before falling asleep relates to your desire and to your end goal. This is when the conscious mind is completely shut off, and negative thoughts or doubts that pop into our mind consciously during the day do not neutralize or affect the manifestation. Here is where techniques come into play. You can use any techniques such as scripting, SATs, visualization, or affirmations. The constant repetition of a technique will impress the subconscious mind until you get a feeling of confidence or a feeling that your desire is inevitable. You think about it so much that it almost feels real. This is the feeling that Neville talks about. It does not matter if, at the start, your new story seems unbelievable. It happens to everyone, and it happened to me. It is normal. This happens because your brain is not used to this pattern of thinking. However, the more that you repeat your new story, the more that your mind will accept it, and the more believable it seems till you reach a feeling of confidence and calm. Your repeated thoughts will in turn influence your conditions or circumstances and others' thoughts and actions to get you your desire. Many people think that their circumstances shape their thinking. This is far from the truth. Your thinking shapes your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. Use the power of your imagination in your favor and not against you. Make sure that you have a good mental diet, and that the majority of the thoughts that you repeat in your brain relate to your desire and your end goal. Wasting your imagination on doubts is a waste of time. It is a waste of your power. Stop wasting your power and make a conscious decision to use it wisely. Turn your back on the doubts. Discard the old story. It doesn't serve you. Persistence and repetition is the key. At the start, I was just not willing to put in the work. I would be on a good mental diet for around 3 days and then slip back into my old story and think from that. This is where most people stumble. They repeat the affirmations or they visualize and feel positive, and the rest of the day they think from the old story. I know I've done it. Take control of your thoughts. The faster you do that, the faster your manifestation will appear. I wasted so many days by not having a good mental diet. I kept going back to the old version of myself. One day, I just decided to give it my all. I was tired of waiting around and feeling sad for myself. I made sure I had a strict mental diet and entertained only those thoughts which served me in my end goal. Anytime a doubt would appear or a contrasting thought would pop into my mind, I shook my head firmly and said, no, this is not my reality, and I do not accept it. I then repeated my affirmations on a loop till I felt content. And that's when I got a loving relationship with my SP, better job offers, and other great things came into my life. I probably would have gotten it way sooner had I stuck to my mental diet. Don't make the same mistake I did. The second you decide to stick to your mental diet and entertain only those thoughts which benefit you, and stay disciplined with this decision, you will get your desire. So make a firm decision to do so. You only get what you focus on, so make sure that the thoughts you focus on benefit you. Of course, this does not mean that you have to constantly and always think positive thoughts. You're not a robot. You'll just have to make sure that your dominant thoughts relate to your end goal. A negative thought or a doubt here and there will not affect your manifestation. Remember that a single positive thought has more power than a negative thought. It's okay to have doubts, and it is okay to have a contrasting thought or a negative thought as long as you don't dwell in that state. When Neville said dwelling place, it means the thoughts that you always go back to dwell on, or in other words, the thoughts that you keep repeating. Emotions such as happiness, sadness, anger, etc. do not matter. They do not affect your manifestation in any way. If you're feeling too low or you feel like you need to cry out an emotion, then do so. I have and I still got my manifestation. You are only human, and to be happy all the time, 24/7 is almost impossible. We are constantly shifting states. However, there is no point in dwelling in that negative state, so get back to your mental diet once you feel calm. It's okay to stumble. Pick yourself up and make it part of your dance. There is no right or wrong to manifesting. Why did you fail in manifesting? I've lived in the end every single day for the last 7 years. Why am I not the CEO of my company yet? How do I grow taller after the age of 29? Is this possible? How do I accept it as true? How can I ignore my 3D telling me I'm broke when I want to be a millionaire? We're all guilty of having posed such questions in the past. Some of us still do it. Now imagine yourself on the production set of an AAA budget movie. Would you be asking, as the director, if you can be doing something? All of these questions have in common one thing. When asked, they are asked from a state of desire. We have now established that your external world is an eternal projection of your truly accepted thoughts. Knowing this, you can pinpoint the exact reason why your desire does not exist yet. To be conscious of something's existence, to be aware that it is true, is to cue it into the film that your subconscious mind projects endlessly. Well, how do you become conscious of its existence? By realizing that all that you see now, and will forever be seen, is merely a replication of the contents of your consciousness. This doesn't mean that you fabricated every single problem in your life. Problems are a byproduct of multiple desires and circumstances clashing, and you will always have them, even if you are God. But it does mean that you are where you are now by choice. You are conscious of being poor, 5-6, and parted from your SP, and attempting to be rich, 6-zone, and with the SP of your dreams. There is no way to be the person you desire to be other than to accept it as truth, rather than accept as true all the unfavorable conditions of your current life. This is what brazen impudence really is. Don't overcomplicate this. Techniques are not the key to manifestation. They are merely helpful tools to accept the end. There are countless success stories of how people have used their imagination partnered with discipline to raise from poverty to riches, from sickness to health, and from situations that seemed helpless to a fulfilling life. They aren't different from us. They didn't possess something special. We all have what they had, and that is the power of the imagination and the power of the subconscious mind. Anything is possible for you. Keep persisting. Every single one of us is amazing, worth it, and beautiful. You are the god of your reality. You got this. Don't get discouraged or give up.